almost an indescribable feeling. I don't know how to pick it, but it was very much that sense of freedom. And I think what then inspired the little details, in terms when I say little details, your embroideries and that, it was just the open land and grasses. I mean, I think even to this day, when I remember that visit, it was just the openness of it all. It's like you're returning to something that grounds you almost. And it was a sense of how do we then capture that and try and work that feeling into something that people can embody.
Because the whole collection was, the story behind it was looking into Africa. What sort of beauty that we have, what sort of story that you can tell to someone, telling the story of Africa on its own by involving the local artisans, which brought that flair or that uniqueness.
So for me, this range was exactly that. Like, how do you infuse heritage and culture, but in something that will live and will live on, just in terms of the simplicity of its shape and its intent, but it's infused also in terms of how we've thought about color in here, how we've thought about finishes, like that sense of, let's say, generosity, which is it's a very warm, embracing African thing. We are generous people. So we wanted to create a capsule that'll have same elements, but if you wear the elements differently, you can personalize it to, you can make your own, you can be an individual, you can bring your best self. And I think it's all about that. So they all kind of look like a family, where it's not uniform, but all of those little details about it make it unique to that person.
There's something special about clothing, so you're able to communicate with different people about how you look. It's sort of like inspiring, and also the way, the background of the product, the way it was being crafted, how many people that were involved on that process, on that creation. It's something magical and inspiring.
We ended up with something that had so much feeling, because I think everyone kind of, in a way that was magical, humbled themselves to this learning process and embracing something that was quite different from what we do on the norm. This is what has ended up being really beautiful, and it is touching so many people throughout Africa.